Hey, so this is gonna be like the crossover you never realized you wanted. I'm talking about a mashup between Stardew Valley and, well, Extreme Makeover Home Edition. Just real quick, I will be covering, some minor spoilers to the new 1.5 update. It's been out for PC for almost 24 hours, and I've been playing a lot of Stardew. But today we're gonna go see what Concerned Ape has created for us as far as home renovations go. So this will all be done through Robin, and I really like these. Basically, if you're not familiar with the house upgrades before, I'll throw them on screen, but there's 3 house upgrades. The first one gives you a kitchen. The second one gives you, a room in the back for your children. And then the third one is the most expensive. It's the basement upgrade where you can have your cellar and, put all of your casks of wine in there. Luckily, to unlock the house renovations, you only need the first 2 upgrades. So once you have the upgrade where you have the crib in the back, you can then begin making house renovations. The cool thing about this, though, is that they don't cost anything, and they're instant. So let's go through these real quick. Remove crib. This is, I personally really love this idea, especially for some people who don't always play Stardew with kids or just want to make that room, something that's not a child's room. It's simple. You just go in and boom, it's gone. Now, additionally, don't worry, because you can always build it back up, and these things are basically reversible instantaneously. You can, change them as you feel. So the second one up is open bedroom. This removes the wall separating your bedroom and the entrance room. So this is essentially, just kind of like that open style layout. My farmhouse is clearly not suited for this right now, but I really like this idea. So we're going to go ahead, we're just going to do all of these right now. The third one is, it's more space. That's great. You're adding a southern room on the south side of your bedroom. So there, extra space. I mean, we can put some, I don't know, slimes or, a rec room in there. And then finally we have add the corner room, and it adds a room in the northeast corner of the house. Okay, so it turns out that you also need to make sure that any area that's being renovated does not have any items in there. So I had to go ahead and clear this back wall to make sure that this would work. And there we go. I feel like this is super cool, and I'm excited to be able to just have a larger farmhouse. But wait, there's more we need to talk about. We can do a couple more things at Robin's. So this was one of the most surprising things for me, but if you go to construct farm buildings and you go to move buildings, there's a nice little surprise here. You see, you can now move your greenhouse. Historically, this is, it's always been stationary on whatever map you're playing on, and now we have that full customizability. I love this. As much as I love being able to move the greenhouse, if you noticed on the construct farm buildings options, there's another button that we need to click because we need to talk about painting buildings. So this is awesome. Unfortunately, you can't paint every building. You can paint the sheds, the stable, your house. You can paint the barns and the coops. But some other things, I think some people may be a little disappointed that you can't paint things like the slime hutch or, the mill or even the golden clock. Even silos, I don't think you can paint those either, no. But, or cabins, no, you can't paint the cabins either. Okay, so I just went down the list of, all of the bad parts about this, but here's the good. You can paint, everything else. It's fully customizable. And there's 3 options, right? There's the building itself, there's the roof, then there's also the trim. So you can get, you know, really wild with this. It's also pretty cool if you get, you know, a sort of layout that you really like. You know, different colors that you want to match across different buildings. Oops, let's see if I can grab this. Then you're able to actually save the particular color. So for this gray trim, I can save this gray trim and I can always come back to it. Let's say I want to paint my building, you know, that gray now. And this is going to be great for being able to match all of the different buildings on your farm. I see a lot of wild colors, a lot of wild buildings coming up in my near future. And this is, it's a nice touch to the game. I really appreciate it. To cap things off, we need to talk about one last change that you can also do at Robin's. And I'm talking about finally being able to move the original shipping bin. When I remember when 1.4 was introduced, we got the options to build new shipping bins, and that's great. But you could never move this original one. So, you know, now having that opportunity and maybe, you know, changing up what you want to do in this little corner of your farm, you can now do that. And I just think that's so great. Just anything when we get more customizable features, it feels like, you know, the game is being refreshed. So anyway, I'm rambling on. I don't want to make this any longer than it needs to. I hope you guys are enjoying playing the 1.5 updates. If you're not on PC and you're still waiting for it, I feel you and I hope it gets updated soon. Like the video, consider subscribing, and thanks for watching.